Hey everybody, this is John from Elite. I wanted to show you guys a quick video on one of our athletes that we've been working with. So Nate Wellington, he's a football player for SU right now, and he played for Skinny Atlas, and he was a real good receiver. And we had worked with him probably the year before his senior year, and during his senior year to get him prepared to run a 40-yard dash faster and more effectively. So when he goes to college visits and stuff, he can, get some better looks because, that's a huge determining factor with football. And coming through, he came to us during this break and wanted to work on one, just getting. Because he's tight. He gained a lot of size, so he's a lot bigger than he was in high school. And when that happens, you do lose some mobility, especially if you gain size quickly. And so we wanted to work on getting him a little bit more mobile, feeling a little bit better, not as tight, but also moving fast. So we wanted to work on coming out of his stance, his receiver stance. So it's a 2 point stance that he's in right now. So one of my coaches, Jose, thought of this idea of tying a band to his hips and then coming off his 2 point stance and driving his knee to a box. So pretty much with his stance, we would always say, hey, we want them driving through the front of their foot because them pushing through the back means that they're going to be wasting too much time in the back. But his coaches want him to roll off. So start pushing with the back foot and then you roll into your front foot, which is perfectly fine. We'll just coach him that way. Um, so what we're doing is we're coaching him to, let's do this in real time, drive up, okay, the entire time driving up. So when he's here, he's driving his knee up as high as he can. Okay, driving his other arm up, and then big thing is he's pushing through his front foot, which is now his back foot, because his first step is going to be crucial. And him, so he's pushing off his back leg. You can see he rolls onto his front leg and then driving his outside leg up, and he needs to have a monster step. So with acceleration, you need to create is you need to reach as far as you can to create the biggest step because the least amount of distance or the most distance you cover in the least amount of time is acceleration. So we want them to be practicing big steps, pushing forward. Okay. He's resetting up. Okay. Driving through. Now, when we're going to, this is a push up start. And we do this because with your any type of acceleration, we want them at 45-degree angle as long as they can. Um, he had better ones than this, but this is the one that I got on tape. So pretty much, we do push up starts because he's low, and we want him to stay low. So he's going to have to come up, and we're going to want one of his legs driving up and getting underneath him, and then taking big steps. Now, that's one thing that we've been working on with him for a while is we want him coming. Let's get to the point where we're doing it. So he comes out of his position and then his knee comes up and then pushes. Now, from here, if you see, we want this as close as we can to 45 degrees. We focus big time on looking down. We might want him to look down a little bit more, and that's what we'd be telling him. And then also we'd want bigger steps. So, but we're coaching him while we're doing this. So, just to give you an example, him running, and he's quick. So in real time, when he comes out of this, he flies right out. So this is just some of the stuff that we'll work on with certain athletes, depending on what their needs are. Now, I will say this: Nate's very strong, so that's something that we don't really have to worry about. And he can bench 300, so for we're not worried about him being strong. We just need him moving better, and that's what he came to us for. So we did a couple sessions with him to work on that and get his confidence up. So when he's going back to school, he feels more prepared, and he has you know um, something going in to feel better about to also show his coaches that he's working hard and moving better so he can play. So if you guys have any questions, please let us know. I hope this helped you guys and gives you an idea of what we do with our athletes.